Hello everyone, I'm Mrs. MacDonald from City Music Service. Following on my first video tutorial for how to sight read for grade 1 exam, I'm going to show you another example today. If you haven't watched, I recommend you do because there are many useful tips and basics that you need to know to sight read. Please note that this is for all treble, clef, viol, brass instruments, not for trombones which have a different range of notes to cover. So in the first video, I talked about first things to focus on are to play the correct notes with the correct rhythms. If you find it hard to get both right, so which one should you focus on, the notes or the rhythms? I would say the rhythms. This is because the rhythms will keep you going and it is important to be able to play from the beginning to the end without stopping in the exam situation. Once you're more confident, it is always good to try adding on other musical elements such as dynamics, articulations and tempo, which I explained in the first video. These will give you extra marks to your sight reading test, but try not to worry if you can't get everything right. We are going to try another example of grade 1 sight reading piece now. You will be given 30 seconds to have a look at the piece and practice any parts. Remember, you're not allowed to play it through like a performance in these 30 seconds. So your 30 seconds starts now. Okay, your 30 seconds preview time is over. The examiner will ask you to play the piece through. Please pause the video and play through the piece now. How did you get on? Remember not to worry if it is not perfect. When you're still learning to read notes at grade 1 standard, this is not an easy test for anyone. I'm going to demonstrate how the piece goes. Please try following the music with your eyes as you listen. 1, 2, 1. As the first video tutorial suggested, you need to check the time signature and try give yourself a counting in before you starting. So the time signature is 2-4. I'll count it in 1, 2, 1, 2 before starting. This will set the tempo for the piece and making sure that you're counting the notes with the correct speed. A tempo marking at the beginning says alla marcia, which means like a march. So ideally it is a leisurely tempo, but I wouldn't worry too much as what you want to focus on is to play the correct notes and correct rhythms, even if it is slightly slower. You can also see some dynamics. In the first line, F, forte, meaning play loudly. Then in the second line, P, piano, playing softly. Right at the end, you have got crescendo, from playing softly gradually gets louder to forte, loudly. Finally, you can see 2 articulation markings other than the slur, which is explained in the first video. Line is called tenuto, which means held, so you shouldn't play the notes short. Then the dot is called staccato, which is opposite to the line. The notes are detached, therefore you should shorten the length slightly. Why don't you pause the video and try the piece again to see if you can improve from your first go. Thank you for watching.